Okay, so this is the Form 2 Qualified Scientist form. And if I may just kind of help define what we mean by qualified scientist. This person needs to be someone who is qualified in the field of whatever the student is doing. A perfect example, a student doing a microbiology project, doing a bacteria study. Okay, the qualified scientist must be someone with an advanced degree in microbiology. It cannot be an engineer. It can't be. It really can't even be a medical doctor, because just because they're an MD doesn't mean that they're qualified in microbiology studies. A lot of times we get these are teachers with masters in microbiology, which is usually acceptable. We get another example of someone didn't have an advanced degree. There was a lady who ran the Florida Hospital microbiology lab for 30 years, and she only had a BS degree. But the fact that she ran the lab for 30 years made her highly qualified to sign off on these forms. So, depending on what the student's doing, if they're doing human participants, they're probably could use a psychologist, psychiatrist, depending on what they're doing. Now, the golden rule here is that if they're using human participants and their participants are ingesting anything, they're going to need a medical doctor. But if they're not ingesting, if they're not smelling things or tasting or what have you, it's probably going to be somebody like more in the psychological area. And in a lot of cases, your principals, usually a lot of principals have advanced degrees in child psychology and such, and so a lot of times they can sign off on these forms. Vertebrate animals. If students doing vertebrate animals, they have to have a veterinarian signing off on this form. You have hazardous biological agents, or what we call PHBAs, and again, as I said, that has to be usually a microbiologist or somebody with an advanced degree in those fields. You have DEA controlled substances. It could be tobacco, firearms, whatever. Now, firearms, that's another deal where the qualified scientist, a student wants to go to a gun range, shoot guns or bow and arrow, what have you. The qualified scientist has to be a certified firearms person, or a certified bow and arrow, whatever archery or whatever it might be. They can't just be my father's a police officer and he's gonna be my qualified scientist while I shoot the gun. That doesn't work. So the qualified scientist fills out this form, like from this dark line down, answers the questions. Question 4, very important: is the qualified scientist going to oversee the project? If not, they need to say who the designated supervisor is, and then they also need to talk about on Part B what kind of training that designated supervisor has received, probably from the qualified scientist. It could just be a short statement, I discussed it or whatever, discussed whatever the student is doing and what they're going to do. Qualified scientist signs down here, dates it, and the designated supervisor, if there is one, name, signature, date, and fills this form out. And that form, again, is needed for just about every project that needs to be pre-approved.